regular season.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Nets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Batum in at the small forward.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first. And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Now here's Butler. He had 19 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's Love, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Morris with the ball. Butler covering. Morris dishes to LeBron. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Rose attacking, and it's sent back by Morris. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 5-point game, and it's good.
Well, you know, struggling offensively, he's got to be happy, guys, to see that go in. I mean, he had missed his 5 prior shots.
From outside the arc, Gasol with the rebound. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Oklahoma City.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from him, and just about all of that everything we saw worked. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Now, here's Butler. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Misses the 3. Puts up a 3. Cleveland the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Butler. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Mozgov with the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Rose, good.
Boy, a bumpy start for him. I mean, 2 of 10 overall. He needs any bucket he can get to help him get on track.
Here's Mozgov. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Rose passes to Butler. Back to Rose. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Rose has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Morris. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Rose attacking, and that is good. Rose has got 9 points.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Let's now look at the shooting guard position for a moment to see which of them has the hottest hands since the All-Star break. Freak number 1.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets, and if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
Here's Dunleavy following the basket by Freak. Butler attacking Mirotic, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Did not need two hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Now here is Varejao. Here's Morris. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Morris has got 12 in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Brooks, here we go. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Brooks against Morris. Got a piece of it. Butler kicks to Mirotic. Cavaliers with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeBron dishes to Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And Cleveland making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Thompson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Brooks. That misses. Would have counted had it. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. Who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Brooks is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Batum. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. And it's Gasol at center. Both shots good from the stripe.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Rose against Morris. Rose attacking, and Thompson sends it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And a moment here to see the numbers on Derrick Rose. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Wesley Johnson.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Gasol, a screen on Smith. Brooks with the bucket.
Good display of physicality by Gasol to set that shot up.
Cleveland leading by 8. Morris into the lane. And he goes in for the dunk.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And there's Moskov. That's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one. Brooks against Smith. Gasol, a screen on Smith. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Rose kicks to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Moskov with the bucket.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Over in the corner, Batum. Rose goes in. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
You put one of these guys on the stripe, boy, you better just chalk up the points. These are the top free throw shooters since the All-Star break. Freak, third.
Well, free throw shooting is about concentration and staying focused, not being distracted. And sometimes after the All-Star break, some guys waver a little bit in those areas. But not him. This guy's been rock solid from the line.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Solomon Hill comes in for J.R. Smith. And Brooks, here we go. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Morris kicks to Moskov. Good! Moskov's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Brooks with it. He's picked up by Hill. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Step back shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Moskov's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Morris. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Morris has got 22.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game. And let's check out the stats for Morris. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Averaging 34 points, 8 assists, and almost 3 steals. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboards.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Moskov. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for James. And it's Butler missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Move the ball.
Morris passes to Johnson. Trying to get open is Thompson. They get it back. Off with the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw missing.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Love's checked in for Cleveland.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Morris with the bucket.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Knocked loose. For the finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Morris. He's got 26 points, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Morris in at the point. And Batum kicks to Rose. 5 to shoot. Mozgov with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the rejection by Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And that one's good by Noah.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Rose dishes to Gasol. And the rejection by Love.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
That's good. Smith's got 5 now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Rose, good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Cavaliers, number 1. 4th, the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Verjau's checked in.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Morris passes to Smith. Inside. Verjau can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Cavaliers leading by 21. Morris outside. It's a pick by Love. Back to Smith. Morris outside. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
And that one is hammered home.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out. And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistently.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Chicago. Outside Gasol. There's the pass to Butler. Back to Gasol. The shot, no good. Nice D from Verejao. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Here's Morris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Chicago has possession. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Gasol kicks to Butler. Mirotic the screen. Gasol fires, and the shot falls short this time. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's Morris for 3. Offensive rebound. Verejao, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Wesley Johnson.
On defense, the Bulls. Pass to James. Butler with the steal. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Powered down with both hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Dunleavy's check in for Pau Gasol. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to call him a true 2-guard because of how often their offense runs through him. Maybe he's more like a 1.5 guard.
Here's Hill. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Mozgov, he's checked in for LeBron. Hill dishes to Morris. Good, the assist goes to Hill. 34 points for Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Brooks against Morris. Brooks, the pass to Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 8 here in the quarter.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Morris kicks to Mozgov. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. 6 seconds left in the third. 1 second left. No good. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. but we'll see how much things change up here. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Batum is out there with Mirotic, and it's Noah in at the 5. Mirotic has a wide open look. Outside for Batum. Pass to Butler. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And that's good from Johnson on the assist by Morris. Morris has got assist number 8 now on the night. Rose kicks to Batum. Back to Rose. And it's sent back by Morris. They retain possession. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Johnson a wide open look, and the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 21, puts it up from 15, and that one's good. 14 points for Jimmy Butler.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Gasol's checked in. Down low, and Morris throws it down.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Left side, Batum. Outside, Rose fires the 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 8 rebounds in this game. James outside. Love kicks to Smith. All alone. That falls. Great assist by Love. And that's now 7 points for J.R. Smith. And they double up Butler. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Well, Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Shoots from the elbow. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 13 points for Derrick Rose.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now Morris.
Move the ball. Stick it to
In the corner, it's James. Kicks it out to Love. Shot clock at 5. Morris. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 21. Rose double teamed. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Nice open look, but it's no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Love dishes to Morris. Fires from the corner. Love, no good.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And he gets it to go.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run, passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Batum wide open, he fires. Drills the three-pointer.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
LeBron James on the wing. Kept alive.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and he'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And you could see, Greg, how badly they wanted this win. For 2 very familiar opponents, a win in the season series really carries an awful lot of extra weight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Morris. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
And the basket by Johnson.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Brooks with the bucket.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Morris. And then jammed down as he goes right over Paul Gasol.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Morris. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And time now to go courtside as we sit.
Well, once again, your ability to make plays with your passing was a major factor in this one. How did you get the offense clicking?
Hey, listen, don't tell anyone, but I don't really think it's been me that's been getting this team going. There's so many great scorers on our roster that I think almost anyone who can throw a pass can look good with the way this team finished.
Well,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. And another triple-double from him in this game. I mean, he's totally firing on all cylinders, playing just masterful basketball out there.
He was dazzling tonight, guys. Even his opponents were looking at him going, wow, you're tearing us up tonight.
Well, his shooting percentage up there in the high 50s speaks to how smart his shot selection was.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.